It's the Casimir Engine Show podcast. Hey, the tune canon is loaded. Locked and loaded. We're ready to go. It's the Casimir Engine.
You're listening to the Casimir.
That's me.
Hasn't that been done to death? Isn't that so 1990s?
You think so?
It's the Casimir Engine.
And
It's not
this,
Ka-ka-ka.
Oh, Ka-ka-ka. It's not Ka-ka-ka. No, this is B-B-B. This is Brothers Byrne. They're making a second appearance in 2 weeks. It's a very limited club. I love this.
In Desire. In desire. Let's just go on. Let's just go on. In desire.
Brothers Byrne. You've done it again, Kaz. You've found a banger.
In Desire.
Ding-a-ding. In Desire. Yeah, that's Brothers Byrne from Texas. They're from Austin, Texas, y'all. A second track in 2 weeks. They've joined an exclusive club on the Casimir Engine Show podcast. Hey, let's get them formalities out of the way. Don't forget you can contact the show at Casimir Podcast on Twitter, and loads of people have this last week. And on Facebook at Casimir Podcast or the Casimir Engine Show podcast. If you want to search for his longhand, you know what I mean? Like joined up writing. Did you ever do that at school? We used to learn. We learned to write in capitals. That was all, just capitals. And then halfway through said, can't do that anymore. You've got to write in between these lines, and you've got to do joined up. So the A suddenly didn't become an A. It became like a circle with a leg on it. I don't know why they ever did that. I don't know why. I'm reminiscing already. Hey, PK and AOT, he asked me this week, because he's had a bit of a prang in his car. Some numpty, that's if you don't live in the UK, a numpty is a bit of an idiot. Get out, spit it out, Kaz. Yeah, so somebody don't really know what they're doing, yeah? Anyway, they forgot to put their handbrake on in their van, and it rolled down an hill and smacked into his car. Yeah, clever or what? So he came in, showed me all these photographs and said, what's on the show tonight? I said, I'll tell you what's on the show. That picture of your car being smacked into by a van. That's what's on. What we got on the show, we got, Christmas already. What? I've got a competition. We might have two competitions. Netflix, good things that happened at school. This is a bit weird, but anyway. Happy holidays. I want to find out where a couple of people are listening. Weird middle names. We've got some news. I want to talk to you about meat pies. Obviously, we're going to be doing worldwide chat. I know I've already done that y'all thing from America, because that is proper American, isn't it? So I've just had to drag me bed music back then. And what music have we got on then, Kaz? Well, we got loads of stuff, because last week, Triple Black Amoeba John took up most of the show, didn't he? I've had fan mail for him. Can you believe it? 22 episodes, no fan mail for me. 23rd episode, in Triple Black Amoeba John, lovely. I'll blow his cover. Anyway, what music have we got on, Kaz? We got a bit of Stuffmebobs, that's from Brisbane. I got, we might have the very first Christmas song. We got Jigsaw Sequence. Some more Lemonade Kiddies making a great return. And we got some, I don't know whether I've already said this, we got some Left Hand Drive. They're from Middleton by Wirksworth, which is near where I live. And I've still got a wonky knob on me mixing desk. And we're starting off with a cassette that has not gone off my player. We're having a bit of analog, electronic, whatever. That's European Home by Analog, Electronic, whatever. Don't forget, if you're interested in any of the bands that we play on the show, just check out the Twitter pages and Facebook, and you'll find all the details there. Analog, Electronic, whatever, from Derby. And they've got a fantastic cassette. It's here. Look, here. It's there. Since Year Dot. And it is incred. You can get it on Bandcamp. You don't have to buy the cassette, but you can get CDs and everything. Right, we're going to kick you off with the first bit of content for the evening. Right, I've always been interested in people's middle names. Well, I haven't got one. Casimir Engine's just too weird anyway to have a middle name. But I've always been interested because somebody will say, yeah, what's your middle name? I'm going to say, Martin. Apologies to all Martins out there. It just came to my mind, right? And you go, Martin? What? But if his first name was Martin, it would have been all right. It's just when it's your second name. You know what I mean? So anyway, led me. I was thinking earlier last week. I once did a presentation for quite a large company I used to work for, and it was about the history of the company. So I dug out loads and loads of information that I thought was relevant, but apparently nobody knew about and nobody was really supposed to know about. Like, there's a really, really nice bloke work there, but he eloped with his wife. Oh dear. You're not supposed to mention that one. Big gob Kaz. Anyway, so it came to this presentation about the managing director at the time. The guy who owned the whole shizzing lot. And I said, not many people know this about this guy. And then I said, also, they don't know that his middle name is Hungerford. I mean, how many people do you know with a middle name Hungerford? It's a place in Bedfordshire. I just don't get why you'd be called Hungerford. Hey, I've got to drag that bed music back a little bit, because I've got to find something on. Have I got to find something on Facebook just so that I get it right? But I think it's going to be all right. Here we go. Mentioned in a comment. The Casimir Engine's been mentioned in a comment. Don't forget, and this is relevant to the next track because superfan Jules is a superfan of the band who's coming up next. Anyway, Jules is part of Matlock and Darley-Dale Observing Group, so if you're not from this country or from somewhere around about these neck of the woods, this might not be relevant to you, but if you are from Matlock and in the surrounding areas, you might be interested. So don't forget, this coming Wednesday, so that's not tomorrow, the day after. Oh, it's Monday today, by the way. If you listen to this on Friday, you've missed it. But Matlock and Darley-Dale Observing Group, they're people what look through telescopes at the stars and planets and the moon and stuff. Anyway, everyone's welcome. Hopefully the skies will be clear, but if not, they're going to be inside the pub, the Plough Inn at Two Dales, talking all things astronomical and spatial. So if you're new to the hobby and you want to come along, bring your scope and all that kind of thing, it's 7:30 at the Plough Inn at Two Dales in Matlock in Derbyshire. And this is for Jules and everybody down at Mad Dogs, Matlock and Darley-Dale Observing Group. This is a bit of left-hand drive from Middleton in Wirksworth.
Still this crowd
that's a fantastic left-hand drive. They're on it again. If you're from Matlock, sorry about it, it's a bit Matlock-centric tonight. They're on at the Edgefold Club. I think it's the 7th of December, but I'm not fast enough on Facebook yet. So I'll play this little jingle, stick some more music on, and then I'll let you know afterwards. But, and this jingle, I haven't played it for ages, so I'm hoping that it's going to work. First we take a groovy record, then we add a super sound DJ, mix it with enthusiasm, and that's the super sound today.
You're listening to the Casimir engine.
Nearly. This is Jigsaw Sequence. We need a banger. It's Monday. This is me Monday pick-me-up. New section, just thought of it. That's Richard Tracy. He's from Falkirk in that there Scotland. If that's not a banger, I don't know what is.
You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast.
You certainly are, and I can't stop moving about. That is a top tune. That's going in the car tomorrow because I've got long distance ahead of me tomorrow. Not as far as Falkirk or Falkirk. I think I'll be told off for calling it Falkirk. But that's like what we say it down here. It's Falkirk. Anyway, news about Left Hand Drive. They're on at the Edgefold Club in Matlock. It's a love music, hate racism, refugee benefit gig. It is on 7th of December, starts at 7:30, finishes at 11:30. Tickets are £10 and £5 concessions. Tickets from Cafe in the Park or pay on the door. Stand Up to Racism, legendary Please Yourself from Phoebe Shaw and the Wham Bam Band. There you go. That'll be a night. What else you got for us then, Kaz? Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll do a bit of news. I'll do a bit of news, right? So, Jacko's band jacket. But what am I on about? Can't even read my own writing. And do you know what? This is definitely between us, right? But last week I said that I'd give away a gift. Well, it was part of my mixtape thing. So I said there was a mixtape, a badge, and a Crackerjack pen. And Stephen Newton, off of Glider, also known as Gilder, right? He won it. Except I've nearly used up all the ink. I've been using, look, see here, the Crackerjack pen, listen. There you go, that's a Crackerjack pen going on and on. If you don't live in this country, again, I've only got to apologise. Crackerjack was a fantastic kids programme and used to win. It was back in the good old days when you didn't win 10 million quid, you won a pen or a pencil. A Crackerjack pen or pencil. Anyway, I've got one. It was part of the prize, except it's nearly what run out. So, sorry about that, Stephen. Anyway, the news is Jacko's bad jacket, you know, from the video. That's just been sold at auction for a badass, I wrote that bit, for a badass $290,000. It's the one that had all the buckles on when you used to go like that. I bet that sounded terrible on the mic. And also on retail news, right, there's a supermarket in the UK called Morrisons. They've launched a new range of avocados the size of emu eggs. Now, that's expecting a lot, because what it's saying is, it's saying, does a Morrisons shopper know what an avocado is? And even more bizarrely, they ain't going to know what an emu egg is, do they? It could be anything in between, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex's egg and a robin's egg or a budgie's egg. Hey, we've got some new music. We've got a fantastic new band from Belper. Well, new band, I think they've been around for a while. They're new to the show. This is Jack's Got a Plan. I'm going to try and bang in 3 tracks from Jack. This is called Alison. We're getting them on the show soon.
When I saw you running down the road, you had no shoes on, and your hair was a mess. But in that time we had, before I had to go, I asked you for your name. just smile and turn away. Hey, Alison, running down the road without a care in the world. You're never, ever, ever gonna be Alison. Will you ever grow old? I really hope not, as I love you the way you are. And if I ever see you for one more night, I wouldn't change a thing. I might just turn back the clock to a time and place I thought you'd always be. You dancing all alone, thinking that no one would see you happy in the rain. No one could ever change who you are. I pray you'd always stay the same. I hope you remember my name. Hey, Alison, running down the road without a care in the world. You're never, ever, ever gonna be Alison. Will you ever grow old? I really hope not, 'cause I love you the way you Alison, running down the road without a care in the world. You're never, ever, ever gonna be Alison. Will you ever grow old? I really hope not, as I love you the way you are.
That's fantastic. Jack's got a plan from Belper. And that's A-Up, our Jules. She's tuned, well, she's not tuned in, but she will be when this goes out live. But I've been just getting some more details about Left Hand Drive. She's on that there Facebook right now, so she's helping me out. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. I record this live. And it'd be great if I just broadcast it out. But I don't. It's a podcast. I've done that broadcasting out thing. It's better as a podcast. Hey, how come it's Christmas already? So I walked into the Backyard, which is a coffee shop in Derby. I walked in there this morning. It was like Christmas Day. There's Paul McCartney singing in the background. There's all the Christmas stuff up. They've got a Christmas tree in the car park, but it's not decorated yet. So it's Christmas in the Backyard. It was Christmas at Costa's Coffee, and that was 2 weeks ago. I walked in there, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was playing. What? It's beginning of November, for God's sake. So, yeah, they were serving all Christmas food. They got turkey sandwiches and all sorts of... I was in Sainsbury's, which is a big supermarket in the UK. Again, if you're not listening from the UK. So, walking through the supermarket, Brussels sprout flavoured crisps. What? And they also had... a pork scratching advent calendar, right? Now, even in England, and we know what pork scratchings are, I've got a story about a pork scratching factory, but I don't know whether I should say it. But anyway, so pork scratchings are the rind off if you're vegetarian, this is like horrible link. I'm not going any further. But anyway, you got an advent calendar, Bag of pork scratchings in every day up to Christmas. How sick are you going to be before Christmas? They've got gin ones and wine ones. The best one was, I was in Aldi, which is a German supermarket, I think, but they're over here. And in Aldi, they had a wine advent calendar. So 25 mini bottles, is it 25 mini bottles of wine? And do you know what was behind it? A poster of the British Olympic team, sponsored by Aldi. I mean, you couldn't even do it proper. You couldn't plan that, could you? So, yeah, you've got gin advent calendars, you've got a pork scratching advent calendar, you've got a wine calendar, and you've got a mega Malteser, right? Maltesers, bag of Maltesers in every day, up to Christmas, 25 bags of Maltesers. Bofferama. I love Maltesers, couldn't eat that many, though. We've got some more new music. And if I'm right, because I didn't write this one down, unfortunately, I'll get the details, though. This is Down a Disco from the album Karma Cozy. And I think they're from Niagara Falls. And that ain't Cockney rhyming slang. You're listening to the Casimir Engine show podcast. You know what I mean. That is fantastic, or what? Oh, we nearly got. I don't know whether that's supposed to end there or not. We'll play something else. That's Vacator, and that's from Karma Cozy by Down a Disco. I'm not sure where he's from now, because on his, I've just gone on his Twitter, it says Wayside now, but it definitely said that he was from Niagara Falls. So, I'll check. So we'll have some more from that. I think I might have cut that off at the wrong moment. It's a bit different. I love it to bits, but it is definitely different. I'll tell you what, here's a competition. I don't know how this one's going to work. It's probably going to be the longest competition known to man. I need to do a whole meal from songs. As in, I'll start it off. Right, I'm going with a guy called Alvin Stardust, who was a musician in the 70s. He had a song, Cuckoo, I Just Want You. So I'm going with like Cuss, Cuckoo. You know what I mean? Oh, hell. I've got a right rod for my own back on that one. Right, we better get some more music on because we really are going to be running out of time soon. This is Lemonade Kid. Lemonade Kid was on last week and he caused a bit of a stir. So let's have a second track from him. This is called Inversion. I love that. Lemonade Kid. If you like that, keep in touch with us on Twitter and on Facebook. And you can get all the details on how you can listen to more of his music. Get in touch with him. Inversion. Beautiful stuff. You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast. Oh, I need some funky music. Funky music. So that was Lemonade Kid. I've contacted Down the Disco to ask him where he's from. If he replies in the next half hour, I'll let you know. If not, I'll post it up. Hey, I've been watching a bit of Netflix. Anybody on Netflix? Everybody's on Netflix, aren't they? I don't know how they do it, right? It's a small business and everything, but they started making films. Anyway, I watched 2 at the weekend, and the Little Hallam Posse, they watched the same film. Right, I watched that one about Robert the Bruce with him off of Star Trek. He's off the Star Trek films. Chris Pine or something. Hey, it's a good film. It's a bit gory in parts. You can imagine, can't you? So, yeah, Robert the Bruce, the Robert something Prince. It's something Prince. Oh, bang. And the other one I watched, which was a bit weird because I didn't think Mrs. Engine would like it. It's got Martin Freeman out of The Office and Sherlock Holmes and all that kind of thing. He's in a film made in Australia called Cargo. It's a bit zombified, but Mrs. Engine said it's the saddest zombie film she's ever seen. So they're the 2 recommendations for the TV. If you're not listening to the show, give Netflix a try. Right, we've got to have some guitar music. It's been a bit electronica so far. Hey, these are my new friends. Second player score. I just had to cough off mic and I've got a real sore throat. Aww. Anyway, this is called Liberty's End. Second player score from the States. See what you think to this. Oh, I love that. That's second player score. Liberty's End. That is absolutely banging.
You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast, and it's great.
train heading out of town. Don't know when I'll be back, but I hope that my prodigal is waiting at the end of this track. Every bridge I pass under, strange town that flashes by, takes me further from you, baby. In your arms I long to stay. I'm leaving, I promise I won't be gone for long. Gotta earn some money, then I'm coming straight back home to you. I promise I'll keep in touch and I'll write you every day. Take it easy on the whiskey and send you all my pay to look after those kids of mine and send them both to school. Don't want my little ones becoming no one's fool like that. I'm leaving, I promise I won't be gone for long. Gotta earn some money, then I'm coming straight back home to you. I won't be gone for long. Gotta earn some money, then I'm coming straight back home to you. I'm leaving, I promise I won't be gone for long. Gotta earn some money, then I'm coming straight back home to you.
Jack's got a plan with leaving. They've got a new EP coming out soon. Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, they've got a new EP coming out, and as soon as I find some space, we're getting some live things happening on the show. I just ain't got no space. I can't do it here. You can't swing a cat. I've got a telescope over there. There's like vinyl everywhere. You've seen me handmade shelves. It's ridiculous. Mrs. Engine gets well miffed with me about the state of the studio. We've got a couple of tracks to go before the end of the show. I was thinking earlier today about when I was at... I hated school, hated it. So I know you lot are all going to say, oh, we loved it, we were all dead popular. Well, I wasn't, and I hated it. But the thing I used to like two things that happened every year. We used to get our eyes tested. That meant you were like out of lessons for a while. Having your eyes tested, looking at a board and like reading the board. Can't even see the board these days. It's ridiculous. But my favourite thing was when we used to call her Nitty Nora the Bug Explorer. And she used to come in, a woman used to come in, and she was always really nice. And then she'd like comb through your hair lots to see if you were infested with lice or nits. Yeah, well, how old are you, Kaz? Was this like in the 1820s or something? No, this is in the 1970s. I should have said 80s. So you used to have the lady used to come in. She used to comb through your hair, and she's like be like dressed up, This is all going terribly wrong. I'm throwing that bit of paper on the floor in case Mrs. Engine sees that. Which was like the proper knit nurse who used to come in. I think she was probably somebody's mum or something like that. I don't think you had to be particularly qualified to be a knit nurse. Sorry to all you knit nurses out there. Anyway, I never had knits. And then Casimir Jr. went to Rock City in Nottingham and got knits. Because he went to see, I think he went to see Mastodon or something like that. And he had dead long hair and got knits. Dirty Casimir Jr. This is St. Lucifer. This is from my mates at Analog Trash. And my new A&R man, Mark Lawrence. Thank you very much for this. That's St. Lucifer there from Manchester. Hey, this is going on a bit longer than normal. Oh, my headphones keep on cutting out. Right, all I want for Christmas is some Bluetooth headphones. I keep on catching the cable. And I think everything's gone off. So if it has gone off, let me know. Where can you let me know? At Casimir Podcast on Twitter, at Casimir Podcast on Facebook. And I've also, hang on a minute, I think I can tell you. Yeah, I've got a website, thecasimirengine.wordpress.com. I post up some stuff on that. I've got got a really bad cough. It would happen now, wouldn't it? Right, so we've got to rattle through a couple of tracks. And seeing as though the Backyard and Costa Coffee have gone with Christmas... What's the date? 12th of November. Right, this is a call out to all you bands out there. If you've got a Christmas song, let me know, because it's a Christmas show. I did it on the radio, I'm going to do it on here as well. So if you thought you got away with it, you haven't. Ooh! So yeah, if you're a band out there, and the first one to come through was local band Frank, with Frank You for Christmas. Do you see what they've done there? Hey, this is Frank. You've been listening to the Casimir Engine Show. We've got a couple more. Well, we've got this track. We've got another one from Brizzy, from Brisbane, mate. G'day. That's another one. So I've done two world comments. One was Yarl, because that's what they say in Texas, and G'day, mate. So there you go. It's all getting very multinational. It's Christmas.
Paul and Julie from a couch sneak in the stationery store. The princess passed out on reception floor. Office party to the pub about 4:15. Thank you for Christmas. It's the only time of year that bought from marketing drinks. Shelley on the phone blows in a kiss and a wink. The fireworks later and his head's stuck in the sink. Thank you for Christmas. Hungover tomorrow with a log on the fire. Some presents under the tree. I got some mistletoe up for when you come round and see me. Thank you for Christmas. Thank you for Christmas. Thank you for Christmas. Thank you for Christmas.
Oi, Casimir Engine! I've listened to your show and it's a shambles!
The Bluetooth speaker is blasting out Slade. The boss tells us shit jokes in the ear of Sinead. Dancing on the desk, swigging peach lemonade. Thank you for Christmas. The worst Christmas lunch with people can't stick. Politicians and loudmouths and show-off pricks. Dry turkey in my mouth, another box is ticked. Thank you for Christmas. Hungover tomorrow with a log on the fire. Some presents under the tree. I got some mistletoe up for when you come out to see me. Thank you for Christmas. Thank you for Christmas. Thank you for Christmas. Thank you for Christmas.
You're listening to the awesome sounds of the Casimir Engine.
Thank you for Christmas.
It's a free download from Frank. Thank you for Christmas. They're from Wirksworth in Derbyshire, centre of the universe. Let's get that to Christmas number 1.
Thank you
For Christmas. Do you reckon they'll let me be lead singer for one day? I doubt it, do you?
You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast, and it's great.
That's Polly. Thanks very much for doing the jingle, Paul. Last track of the night. This is Tomo with Infinite. It's the Simon Stuffmebobs Irvin remix. What a name. Simon Irvin's called Stuffmebobs. Tomo's called Tomo, I think. They're from Brisbane, where I used to live. It's all happening down there.
Hi, I'm Barry Scott.
One thing that we didn't do, I need to know the most northerly and southerly listener, and Simon Irvin, you could be that listener. Unless it's somebody in Tasmania or South Island in New Zealand, we need to know. You've been listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast. We've had Analog, Electronic, Whatever, Brothers Burn, Left Hand Drive, Jigsaw Sequence, Jack's Got a Plan. We've had Diner Downer Disco, Second Player Score, St. Lucifer. We've had Frank, and we've just had Simon Irvin and Tomo. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for all the likes. Thanks for all the reviews. Thanks for checking us out on Facebook and on Twitter. Don't forget you can catch us on a new website. It's all shiny and brand new. See you later.
The Casimir Engine. Reliably mediocre.